give me some apparatus. Once they call everything Maya, make a little mixture by Sandrone.
Rain. Let's fly!
Receive my blessing. Yeah.
Hey, how's it, Mac? Oh, by the way, today, like, I will first do Spile Abyss with, like your friend's account. You remember that 35 star? I don't know if you managed to finish it, but yeah, I did couple teams, and I think I found the team for you. Just a second. I would suggest you to, like, I would suggest you guys in general, like, collect this rainbow drop. Just a second, let me check the name. Okay, so yeah. No, it's not in here, if I'm not mistaken. It's in here. So yeah, like this one. It's rainbow drop crystals. Why you need that? You need the crystals to create weapons. Because the local... How's they called? So yeah. Just a second. To create weapons, you need those crystals. It's like local specialties for Nod-Krai, but you need them. I mean like these weapons, because mostly all of the Nod-Krai weapons are crazy as hell. This one is insanely crazy because it's the first free-to-play weapon which gives you a HP. Oh my bad, it's not bad, not this one of course. So yeah, this one. It's max HP by 16%. If it's at refinement level 5, it's 32%. It's the first free-to-play, by the way. And it gives energy recharge. It's a good weapon for Nilo. It's a good weapon for Lila, by the way, because she scales on HP, and for some other characters as well. Also, it's good. This weapon might be good for not non-Krai characters because of Nod-Krai resonance. Just keep that in mind. Also, we have Great Catalyst, which is actually pretty powerful because it's increased like bloom. This weapon might be useful on, if you can do it R5, you can use it on Lauma. Not a bad weapon at all. And other weapons as well, but it's like Claymore, it's like Polearm. By the way, if you want to go for Flins, this Polearm actually might be extremely useful at R5. Just keep that in mind. Even though it doesn't give you crit rate, crit damage, Flins scales or Flint's Ascension is crit damage, so you will be okay with crit damage, but you need a little bit more crit rate. So yeah, it's a good weapon, so yeah, keep that in mind. And yeah, what was about, just a second. To create the weapons, unfortunately, you need those crystals. You see, 50 to create at least one copy. Yes, and the billets, of course, like, don't forget about that, but yeah, you need a 50, like, and I would suggest you to collect them and grab them. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? Oh, you couldn't? No problem. I will do Spile Abyss first. I haven't made the event and I haven't farmed for those Nod-Krai weapons. You know, like what? Again, like Lucas, it depends. You can go for weapons, you can skip them. I wouldn't suggest you to do that because weapons are like I mentioned, like great weapons. You know, maybe I wouldn't suggest you to do it like R5. But definitely worth like create at least one copy, you know, especially because these weapons like fits pretty well all Nod-Krai characters, like Flins, like Lauma, like Aino, by the way, as well. So you can use that Claymore as well. Like not a bad weapons, believe me or not. Also, you can use the weapons on other characters as well. But again, it's like, it's up to you. I mean, what can I say? Okay, let's do Spile Abyss first. Let's try a couple teams. By the way, I will do Stygian as well. I will show you the build. By the way, for my Lauma, I will rebuild her a little bit. Because unfortunately now I switched to this set, but I don't like it so much, to be honest. Even though it's crit damage, it might be like, the problem is like crit rate, crit damage ratio. Yeah, I use like this weapon. Just a second, let me heal her a little bit. Oh, about the news, by the way. They nerf Nefer a little bit, just a little bit, but I think like that's it. I mean, I don't think they will nerf Nefer like more than that. It just slightly nerf on her damage. Yes, would be nice to like keep her, because like she was actually broken, but now like she's still okay. She's still okay. Other than that, don't forget about today is like in 6 days, as you know, guys, we're starting to get this males, which is like this one. It's kind of not this one, but where is that? Yeah, this one, from September 28th. So yeah, and don't forget about, oh my god, just let me, hey Cloud, how are you doing? That's alright, that's completely okay. That's Cloud. By the way, Vortex, I want to try to get Dia signature for Kinich. Is it good? Dia, like, you mean like Dia signature for Kinich? Dia signature. I mean, what Dia? Dia signature for Kinich? No, it's not, because it's HP skill. Like you. But the event catalyst is a priority, because it's like, yeah, that's true. Like, Lucas, if you ask me, like, which weapon to go first, a limited one, event weapon, or like a craftable one, definitely like an event. You know why? Because event weapon will be crazy with Nefer. Just keep that in mind. This weapon will be like way better than, so yeah, it gives you energy recharge, it gives you EM, and it will be good for supportive Lauma. Not DPS, but supportive. So yeah. Because that craftable one is mostly for DPS Lauma, you know? Oh yeah, and like the 28th will be the anniversary video. That's true, not anniversary video, guys. Like on 28th we will get some special program. As they mentioned like early, they will do separated special program for anniversary. So don't, like, I don't know the date, just a second. Let me check that. It's going to be on Sunday, by the way. So yeah, don't miss that. They mentioned that on a special program, on 6.0 special program, that's for anniversaries, they will do like completely different and separated special program, something like that. Most likely on YouTube as well. They will announce the time in advance, most likely. But yeah, also don't forget about the that rewards. So yeah, why not? You know, like 1600 primogems, other stuff. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, starting from October check-in, so it's from October, but that's all right. And from you will receive 4, like, yeah, like first we will get 4 males, like 400 primogems each, and after that, like this, like for a week, you need to like log in for 1 week to get all of the stuff, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Also, don't forget about this pet. Why not? It's like silly pet. All right, let's do some. Hey Shinora, how are you doing? Yeah, no problem, Cloud, that's okay, like, yeah, that's completely okay. I saw some people build Lauma with crit rate, crit damage. It's good for, yes, it's good. Actually, it's not bad. You can, by the way, I did one short video when I almost one-shot like that Stygian onslaught crap. It's actually possible to do better. Unfortunately, my build is not so great. Let me show you. I increased it a little bit. So I use like this build. When I kind of like close to one-shotted that crap, it was about like 826 elemental mastery, DPS signature, DPS set, DPS Nod-Krai set, and crit rate, crit damage ratio was like that, which is actually terrible. You need like a little bit more. But you know what? You actually can avoid using this set completely, because it's kind of like gain a gleaming moon and effect for 4 seconds, increasing crit rate. It's not, you know, 4 seconds is not enough sometime to do something, you know. Just keep that in mind. I don't know if it's like counts, like if you get, anyway, I will rebuild my Lauma a little bit. I will show you my builds. Hey Tanuki. But yeah, Shonora, if you ask me, like, yeah, it's worth it. You still can go without any crit rate, crit damage, but if you can give her enough elemental mastery, enough crit rate, crit damage, 58, about around 50 is okay. You know why? Because this artifact give you additional like crit rate by 15 and 30%. So yeah, you get additional crit rate out of artifacts, you know? So yeah, you will be alright. Another way to build her, actually, it's Stupis. If you ask me, it's not a bad option, you know. Let me build her with Stupis. The only problem is it's her energy recharge. What I would suggest you to do, at least give her 135. Without that, like, yeah, it's difficult to like manage that her energy, unfortunately, because her energy, it's about like, yeah, it costs 60. It's actually high enough, you know. Also, don't forget that I already crowned my skill, but you need, it's better to crown like both of them, because this one increases the damage. Or like usually you do what? You use her burst first, and after that use her skill. Why? By using burst, you give like all of these reactions additional power and additional damage, which is actually scales on Lauma's elemental mastery. You see Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Virgin damage, and Lunar Bloom damage. After that, you use her skill to do Lunar Bloom damage. Just keep that in mind, because like it's also like consumes all of the Verdant Dews, like these ones, and do crazy amount of damage. Why that boss? When you can one-shot that boss, because of its mechanic. Just keep that in mind. Hey Rat, how are you doing? Her signature passive kind of good. I mean, like Mirak, like it's up to you to go for her signature or not. I wouldn't suggest you to go for her signature. Why? Because Lauma mostly supportive character, you know. In general, it's better to not go for signature on supportive character, you know. Usually, like you can go, because this one is kind of like for kind of sub DPS one, you know, but she's not, she can be sub DPS, that is true, yeah. Why? By holding her skill, you can do sub damage. But again, I wouldn't suggest you have like pretty good weapons. Why do I deal way more damage with Nilo, Nahida, Lauma, Shinchu team instead of Barbara? What? Nilo, Nahida, Lauma instead of Barbara?
Even when the night is gone.
Oh, it's maybe because of your build. Like most likely, like I don't know, like you know, Rat. It's better to see some numbers, you know, without numbers. Yeah, like Shonora, Nefer got some nerf. It's not a huge nerf, it's slightly nerf, but keep that in mind. You know why? Most likely they want Nefer and Flins do the same damage. Just most likely they are going to do the same thing. Like, let's say like that. It's because, you know why? In general, Lauma's buff is better than ineffa's buff. Because of that, they just like nerf Nefer to like be equal, like Nefer Lauma team and Flins ineffa team, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Because like there's no reason to nerf Nefer so much, but it's not huge nerf, it's slightly nerf. Just keep that in mind. What are they going to say on that one? I mean, I didn't get the... I was only able to certify. Yeah, I will do that, like Cloud, like about that. So yeah. As about Spire Abyss, yes. Hey Pikmin, how are you doing? Wait, her best set is not the blue and not... No, like Pikmin, it's not like that. Actually, her best set as a supportive character, it's that supportive set. That is true. If you, let's say like that, if you want to play with Nefer in the future, it's definitely you need to use her supportive set. No way you can use any other, because like this set is crazy. This one is actually crazy supportive set for Lauma. because it's like if you have two Nod-Krai characters increased by 120, she also increase like lunar bloom damage by using her burst with that stuff, you know. But keep that in mind, when you play with Nefer, you don't need to use hold, you need to use top skill, because if you hold it, she consumes all of the Verdandus, which is actually not good, because Nefer also needs that to do the damage. You will get that, I mean, like when we got like initial test, you will like, so yeah, Nefer used like Verdandus to do some damage. Because of that, instead of like holding that, you see I consumed all of the stuff. But you need just hold, just tap it, not hold. So yeah, it's kind of like a Vortex. Like it's good to pull on Flins yellow weapon banner. I mean, like Cloud. You know, like I don't know, like what's good for your account. I mentioned like if you like Flins, go for Flins, because like it's a little bit difficult to say. Like, you know, Flins is good DPS. If I'm not mistaken, you wanted to go for Flins. So yeah, if you like his gameplay, just go for Flins. I use same pieces on Shincha Barbara, cause you build flower on Paradise Lost on both of them. What? Cause you build Flower of Paradise Lost on both of them? No, I was taking Dia. I was talking to Dia. Dia. Just a second. Like Mirak, if I like, I will check if we have Dia. Just a second, guys. Dia. No, like Dia's signature is like Mirak. Dia's signature is HP. Like it's HP scaling weapon. It's completely different weapon. Oh, no, my bad. It's a crit rate. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I completely missed that. You know, like you can. No, I was talking, yes, my bad, Miracle. Like I missed that. So you was talking about like that crit rate weapon, Claymore. Actually, it's good. You want to use that weapon on who? Just a second, guys. Her signature passive kinda good. Yes, you want to use it on. I want to get like there for kinich. Oh yeah, you can. Actually, yes, it's not bad because it's also give you some. Just a second, let me check that. Of the character elemental skill hits an opponent, their attack will increase. Yes, it's not bad, and actually not a bad weapon at all because 36% crit rate is great. Yes, so let's say like that. If you ask me, mavuika's signature is way better in general on kinich and on mavuika. So if you want to get like more flexible weapon, I would suggest you to go for this weapon rather than like Dia's weapon. If you ask me, you know why? Because this one increase your crit damage, increase your attack, and also while like just don't forget about that. If you are in a Night Soul Blessing state, that numbers increase by 75%, and kinich can activate that. So this weapon is actually way better on, and this weapon also gives you some crit rate and the highest base attack possible. So I would suggest to go for this one rather than like Dia's weapon. Dia's weapon is good, but its passive is okay, but not better than mavuika's weapon. Okay, guys, sorry for that. Like, yeah, Flowers of Paradise Lost. I thought Lauma need Nahida set for Nefer. No, like for Nefer? No, like Shonora. For Nefer, if you play with Nefer, you need to go at least one character with Deepwood. It would be better. You know why? Because this set, which is Deepwood set, it's decreased rash rating by 30%. You can use Lauma on this set because her skill attack enemy constantly, you know? So because you can activate that. But let's say like that. You can also use this set on other characters as well. Because it says elemental skill or burst hits opponents. Actually, you can use this set on Aino. You know why? Because if you activate her burst hits an opponent within like 3-second window, so you can activate that passive. This set is yes, dendro damage bonus will not possible on Aino. You know why? Because yes, she is Hydro, but again, like you can activate this one. It's which is the most important one. So yeah, because like after elemental skill and burst hits an opponent, so yeah, you can do that, and for 8 seconds, so you will be alright. Hey Desta, how are you doing? I was asking like about Yelan's signature. Is it good, right? Aqua, yes, like Cloud, yes, or like that Aqua is actually a crazy weapon. But the problem is, you know what the problem is? Yelan needs a ton of energy recharge. In that case, if you go for that weapon, most likely it's better to use energy recharge sand instead of HP. So like, I don't know. But again, that weapon is crazy because that weapon is pretty flexible. You can use that weapon on other characters as well. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, you can activate passive even if the character is off field. So yeah, that's a good weapon. I was asking about Yelan signature. Is it good, right? Aqua Simulacra. If you don't have signature like Cloud, okay, like Cloud. If you don't have like, why do you need that signature? All right, guys. So yeah, let me show. Like Shinor asked me about like what, like which set is better for like, you know what, like recently I use like that set, which is actually not bad, but you know it's difficult to farm it. You can go 2-piece. Which one? It's like EM pieces. You can go like by the way, actually Dendro damage 2-piece and elemental mastery 2-piece, it's also pretty good way. You know why? Because you can do Dendro damage, but I would say maybe EM. You know why EM is better on Lauma rather than Dendro damage? Because when you use her burst, you like increase damage for all of your teammates, which is scales on EM. Because of that, I would maybe suggest you to go for 2-piece EM. Okay, let me first do Spile Abyss for for Mirak. Let me show you the team I used. And yeah, you know what? Just a second. Let me show you one more thing. I recently like used like this team in Stygian. Yes, it's fearless mode. It's easy, but again, let me show you. So yeah, I use like this team, which is Mavuika, which is a Scoffier, which is Sitlali and Skirk. And you know what, like it actually was pretty good, like about like 100 seconds. I will do it again because unfortunately I don't have mualani, I don't have good second DPS, so I tried this one. I used like Alhatem team without crowned Lauma and was managed 87 seconds. It's fearless mode, just keep that in mind. It's not diary mode. I will try diary maybe today or in a couple days. But yeah, it's possible to do it like with this team as well. Without like, yes, mualani, mavuika is a great team to do. If you ask me, you actually can go mualani Skirk as well. Because you can build mualani with Cinder City, with crit rate, crit damage, and you actually can use her as a DPS because a Scoffier can increase your mualani damage, Sitlali can increase your mualani damage, and she can be second DPS on your team. And by the way, in that case, you don't need like yeah, it's going to be hydro damage, it's not going to be wave, but again, it's a damage. Alright, so yeah, let's do that Spile Abyss first. Oh, Miracle, like I use like these characters, like Furina, Newlet, Escoffier, Raiden on the first half. Furina, Newlet, Escoffier, Raiden. I don't know if that player if he has all of the characters. By the way, about Raiden, I used EM build, but you can go DPS. because it doesn't matter so much. The only point is like, yeah, to destroy the shields, you know. Second half is like Mavuika, Bennett, Shilon, and Sitlali. So yeah, kind of like I swapped the teams. Mavuika, Bennett, Shilon, and Sitlali. So yeah, so if that player has all of these characters, you can actually clear it. I have good set, new set for DPS Lauma, but no Elemental Mastery or ER substitute. No, like, yeah, you know what, like, that's better than new support. No, like, let's say like that, Mirak. If you do, oh yeah, like, he has those, if you, like, let me first like try this Spile Abyss. After that, I will try to build Lauma and show you how to build. You know why? You know what, guys? Actually, looks like it doesn't matter which set you use on Lauma. The most important point is Elemental Mastery and Energy Recharge and good ratio. That's it. Let's build Lauma first. Like, I think, like, let's clear first chamber. After that, like, do just a second.
Show a new face! Let the world come alive! Up to the freezer! Shine down!
The tides beckon.
Time to shine! Illusion shattered! At first, the flavor!
Silence! Let the mighty be humble!
There is no escape! Show it the face!
Settle down!
Let my name echo in song! Adaptive frosting! The pinnacle of excellence! Illusion shattered!
The tides beckon.
Strike a pop! Shine down! A little moose boost!
Bow your head.
So since you can freeze him, hey Pikmin, I don't understand the buff that the Abyss gives. The sprinting buff. Okay, just a second. Like, let me sprinting buff.
Exploration.
You mean like
and
this one, ley line orders, or like the like
adventuring is right up
this
my
one
alley.
is like, yeah, like I didn't get that, to be honest, but yeah, sprinting buff. I will check that just a second, because like for floor 12 you get like these buffs. So about this one is actually going to be easy as hell.
Burn it down! Let's light it up! Teamwork is... Show no mercy! Laline, eat pop! Light up the blazing sun! Incinerate! I'm going in! Bring it! Get to work! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Rev the engine!
So yeah, like it's kind of like first one. Pikmin. Oh yeah, I mean like one of the three choice you. Oh, okay, I got it. So yeah, so like I missed that, but again, now let me explain. Like, if you see that effective on this floor, just keep that in mind. You need to choose like this one's effective on this floor, because if you choose this one, it will like kinda transfers to the next floor as well. If you choose like this one effective for this chamber, you will not get this buff on the next chamber, you know, because it's only for a chamber. Because at the moment you are floor 12 chamber 2, right? When HP is when characters HP is less. So if I choose this one, next chamber, which is third, I will get only like one buff again. So because of that, it's better to choose one of them. when it's come to sprinting, I wouldn't suggest you to get it. It's kind of like, yeah, it's better to choose something like damage or HP. HP when, for example, if you have Furina or Yelan on the team or other characters who scales on HP like Nilo, it's better to go for HP. It might be way better. By the way, for these characters, like for Newilet and Furina, this one might be actually good. You know why? Because burst damage doesn't give me so much. Because Newilet plays out of charge attack, Furina plays out of skill, right? Because and by the, like yeah, it will helpful for Mavuika, which is true, but for Newilet and Furina now. Character damage within 8 seconds of sprinting. Yeah, it's like just a second. Let me just translate that. Character damage within 8 seconds of sprinting. So yeah, you will lose 20% of your sprints, but get some damage. That's it. Let's say like that. It's kind of okay. Actually, it's not a bad buff. You can choose it. But again, usually you go like for a buff you need. Just try to avoid this one. Because you know why? Let's say like that. Yeah, like sometimes you need to go like for this one, by the way. Especially on the last, you can choose this one only on the last chambers. You know why? Because you already have 2 of them. And because of that, getting this one actually might be helpful. Let me go like this one first. I think buff stacks to be the last chamber. Buff stacks. So yeah, like you can choose the last, like that for the chamber one. It's better to use only last chamber. That is true.
Yeah. Time to shine. A dash of frosting. A burst, flick, illusion shattered.
Be sanctified.
By the way, you can easily use Electrodon. You don't lose so much because it's electrocharge, you know.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
Bow your head.
Off to the freezer. Juice
This
on
one
the
is
loop.
actually like
Shine down.
The tide
pretty
beckons.
tough. But if you see that, like, this team actually destroying me. Just a second.
Be sanctified.
The pinnacle of excellence. Illusion shattered.
So yeah, it's like with this team is actually, and by the way, use Raiden. It's like not so, like, I don't know why, but Raiden, by the way, you don't need to use EM Raiden. You can use DPS Raiden, and if you get that, let's say, her burst ready, you can actually use her burst. Why not?
Light it up. Teamwork is true. Show no mercy. You two. Light up the blazing sun. Rise with the sun! Everybody stand! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh! Cheers with me!
Oh yeah, I was lucky actually. So yeah, actually it actually takes more time than that, but again, I think buff stacks to the last. Yeah, that's true. Like if you choose like this buffs, it stacks to the last. You see that? So yeah, now I have like burst damage, and another one burst damage. That's crazy. But like Pikmin, when it comes to the last stage, you can actually choose one of them. Instantly restores 25 HP to all parties. Kinda like, yeah. Defeating an opponent gives like 50% chance to end current. It depends. Actually, for a floor 12, I wouldn't suggest it to do that because we don't have so many opponents, you know. So yeah, let's choose this one.
What a waste of time! Let the world collide!
Let the mighty be humble.
A little amuse-bouche! Yeah! Yeah, goose on the loose! Shine down! Run while you still can!
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Now try to kill like this small one.
A dash of frosting. Illusion shattered.
Silence. Let the mighty be humble.
Let my name echo in song. A little nerf. The pinnacle shine down.
Justice is blindsided.
Constellation Zero is actually struggling.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Time to shine. A dash of frosting. A burst of flavor. There is no escape.
Bow your head.
Let the world collide! Off to the freezer. The pinnacle of excellence.
The tide is beckoning. Silence!
By the way, he don't have 5-star weapons. That's alright. I mean, like, even without 5-star weapons, you can clear it. I mean, like, you just will spend more time. That's it.
Teamwork is bring it. Fulfill our path. Laline, light up the blazing sun. Try and stop me. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Show no mercy. You two. Wrath from the sky.
Yeah. Like, actually, like, you know, like, poor Mavuika. Like, I remember when Mavuika was actually, like, so difficult to beat, like, extremely. But yeah, use this team, you will be alright. It's actually super easy team. About the 5-star, like, about the 5-star weapons or etc., it doesn't matter. You know why? You can easily use 4-star weapons, like, and you will be alright. Like, Mavuika is crazy as hell. Like, by the way, in that case, build Mavuika with EM. Keep that in mind. Mavuika should be built with Elemental Mastery because you do melt damage. Yeah, or like Shelonen on Cinder City, Bennett on Noblesse, but like, yeah, like ordinary build, you know? Oh, by the way, just a second, like, if I'm not mistaken, even my Citlali is TDDS, keep that in mind, it's actually increased her attack by a lot. Yeah, that's a mistake to use like double Cinder City. To increase the damage, I would suggest you to switch Citlali on Instructor set. So yeah, your Mavuika is going, your Shelonen is going to be on Cinder City, and yeah, and Citlali on Instructor set. In that case, you can increase the damage. If you low on, for example, on EM. Yeah, we'll try. Yeah, you definitely can kill it. By the way, when you fight with a chicken, try to destroy that small flying objects. That's it. But with Electro, keep that in mind. When it comes to Raiden, I used EM Raiden, but you can go DPS. Actually, DPS in your case might be better. You know why? You can do at least some damage, additional damage, you know, within that 7 seconds. Alright guys, so yeah, let's try to build like Lauma. You can go Lauma with, like, when it comes to weapon, yeah, best free to play is with Zif. You know why? Because she can benefit from attack, like somehow, let's say like that, attack is a least, it's not so best when it comes to damage and elemental mastery, but again, it's not terrible, you know, like at least something. She definitely can benefit from attack somehow, you know. But again, it's better to go for elemental mastery, like way better, and damage. The only problem with Zif is slightly, you know, like a little bit like, yeah, 10 seconds duration of that buff and 30 seconds cooldown, that's a lot. But again, you just need to get used to that weapon. The most important part is like crit damage it gives. When it comes to the build though, you can use like different sets. You can, if you want to use her as a supportive character, this set is the best one. And this one is the best one. These two sets is the best one because it also allows Lauma to do some damage. But when it comes to Deepwood, guys, you can use this set on literally any character. You can use this set on Shanling. You can use this set on Aino. You can use this set on like even Yelan is like, but you can use. You know why? Because it says that after elemental skill or burst hits an opponent, the target dendro resistance will be decreased. So it doesn't matter which character does a like skill or burst damage or a hit, you know, it completely doesn't matter. That's why. Okay, so yeah, but you can also build like two-piece. The point is, if you have good two-piece wanderer troop, you know, like you can actually go two-piece. Let's check it if we have what you need for her. I would suggest you to do like maybe like that. It's EM crit damage crit rate or EM crit rate crit damage, something like that, because you already have crit damage on your weapon. This one looks good, and it's kind of like, yeah, EM crit rate crit damage. All right, let's go. After that, it's better to go two-piece on Gilded Dreams or two-piece Flower of Paradise Lost. By the way, about Flower of Paradise, you know what? I assume that this set is the best set because you see that Lunar Bloom reaction damage is increased by like the equipment characters Bloom, Hyper Bloom, Virgin reaction damage are increased by 10%, and their Lunar Bloom. So yeah. And additionally, after the equipping character triggers Bloom, Hyper Lunar Bloom, the Virgin, they will gain another 25% of effective mentioned prior. So yeah, it's 35% Lunar Bloom damage additionally, which is actually not bad. Tenacity good for Lauma. Tenacity, you can use Tenacity, but you know what? I would say yes. The problem with Tenacity though, it gives attack and shield to your supportive characters, you know? So like, you can use because the elemental skill hits an opponent, which is true. As a supportive, yes, you can use that. I maybe wouldn't suggest you to do that, but you can. You know why? It's better to use Tenacity on ineffa rather than on Lauma. You know, this Nod-Krai, it's so messy. You know why? We have like pretty good like Nod-Krai artifacts. On top of that, you know, we have old sets which actually might be useful. So yeah, you can use, like, you definitely can use Tenacity. But again, I wouldn't suggest you to do so. You know why? Because if you use Lauma, it means most likely the damage which scales on Elemental Mastery. Tenacity gives you attack buff. So because of that, it's not a great option. You know, it's better to use like this one, you know, or something like Deepwood, because Deepwood dendro-related reactions like Red Shredding. So yeah, it's Virgin, it's Hyper Bloom, it's like Bloom, you know, all of the reaction. So yeah, it's better to use this one instead of Tenacity. Tenacity is good for Electrocharge, for example. It's good for Flins, because as you know, you like Flins, it's good with attack. Oh, hate. Alright, so yeah, let's just like go like, let's go like two-piece. The problem is like, just a second, we have like, let me check Flower of Paradise Lost. If I have like good two pieces, I need same thing again, so yeah. Nope. No, like I don't have like good pieces here. You know why? The problem with Tenacity, or like the problem with Flower of Paradise Lost, I never farm this set. Like I farm this set, but especially for EM build. But EM build, since its transformative reaction, doesn't need crit rate crit damage. But Gilded Dream needs that. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, it's HP. I need Elemental Mastery. Alright, so yeah, let's go like this one. In that case, I need to go like crit rate. Just a second. Now let me check what we have. 34, oh my god. So yeah, I need to go like crit rate in that case. Actually, it's a little bit low crit rate. But it's the best what I have. Yeah. Okay. Not a great build actually, you know. To be honest, 66, 194. But yeah, it's we have actually pretty good amount of elemental mastery. The problem is energy recharge. Don't forget about energy recharge. By the way, Lauma good with kinich for 25 ration. Yes, like you can use Lauma, but you know what's the problem is? I tried kinich with Lauma. The problem is kinich. Kinich so far doesn't have a pretty good supportive character. Bennett is not okay with him because Bennett is circle impact. You can somehow use maybe Toma because you need some consistent pyro, you know. He is good when it comes to burning something like that, you know. You can use Hyper Bloom though. It's not a bad option. I mean, like with Kuki Shinobu, like Shinchu, like Kinich, or like not Shinchu, but as a Hydra application, you know. And Lauma, that is true, instead of Emily. You can actually, yes, Lauma is not bad, but keep that in mind. When you do so, you need to do like her burst first. After that, use her skill, like hold or tap, you will be alright. Okay, let's try to rebuild her a little bit. Maybe we can get some more crit. Like, yeah, 2-piece. You actually can avoid doing that. You know why? So like... This one is okay. This one is great. Okay, you know what? Let's do what? Let's go... The best what we have. Elemental Mastery. No, this is bad. I should have done it like before the stream, sorry about that. Just a second, why this set is on? By the way, if you notice that, I mean, you see that in the background? Okay, so yeah. I don't have Emily, so I don't like, yeah, like if you don't have Emily, using Lauma is a great option. By the way, I can try to use like Kinich with Lauma. It's not a bad option. I will try it. Just a second. Let me build Lauma first. Then I will decide. Then I will try. Like, let me first try why I use that set on. Most likely, it's a 4-piece. Oh no, it's not a 4-piece. I don't know what's that. Unfortunately, yeah, they like Hoyo still like they need to fix that like fast equip stuff. That's terrible actually. I hope they will do, because you know why recently? By the way, guys, I want to mention in advance, I will do Vuva stream. Next time I will start with Vuva for 30 minutes or 1 hour. Recently I got Iono, and yeah, like I want to just showcasing my Iono damage, etc. And also like in Wooden Crates we have that stuff, you know, fast equip, and actually it made so well. Even though we have only 20 slots, it's not so much, but it's actually more than enough, you know. You can switch between characters immediately, and if you do some changes within a character, it also changes within that set. It's actually crazy, you know. No, it's fun building her with you. Oh, for real? Okay, no problem. Like, yeah, it's fun for you. Maybe it's not fun for other characters because of that, for other like viewers, you know? Okay, let's do what? Let's go like this one. Now we have like, we can change like this one. Unfortunately, this one gives us a lot of energy recharge. So if we just kind of remove it, we will super low on energy recharge. It's super low. It's super low. Do we have something like elemental mastery? No. Oh, crit rate. Elemental mastery, or not, like energy recharge elemental mastery, something like that. It's the same. Oh, no, like that. Yeah, it's the same. I mean, I can go this one, but I don't want to because it's Nahida. Oh. Just a second. This one is on Traveler. Okay. Yeah, it's good amount. It's nice. 62 again. No. No. Okay, I will build like later. It's like, make no sense to do that. You know why? Because, yeah, we need some, maybe we can go without, just a second, like that. No, it's bad, it's terrible. Okay, let's just switch back. I think I will be okay. 66, 194, and like pretty good amount of. Let me check one more. We have like this one gives us EM, energy recharge, elemental mastery. We have Flower of Paradise Lost with elemental mastery. We should have another one. Oh yeah, lucky this attack. Yeah, this attack. Okay. The only ones is like that, this one. Let's check if I can get a little bit less crit damage, but a little bit more crit rate, you know? Like that. Oh my god, that's terrible. Because I can actually sacrifice some. Yeah, it's anyway. Let me save like that. It doesn't matter so much, because you know why? Yeah. Let me just check. You know what? Let me check if I have. Oh, it's elemental mastery. That's why. Why is that? Just a second. Sorry, my bad. Oh. That's true. That's okay. Still, it's EM. You really don't have a lot of good EM sans goblins. Yeah, I don't have. Actually, you know what? Just imagine, because you know why? Even though I play this game for like 5 years already, you like it's difficult to. I have maybe I can do some level up, you know. But again, like the best one is this one, EM. But I use it on mavuika. I don't wanna take it, to be honest. This one is a crazy actually. Second best is like, yeah, you see, like I need to level them up. Some of them, yeah. This one is good actually. Maybe I can. Yeah, it's. This one is kinda okay maybe. I got this recently, by the way. It's like the Knight of the Sky. It's like new DPS set, Elemental Mastery. But again, yeah, I need to level up some of them. Unfortunately, I don't want to do it now, but yeah, let's just... Oh, I have this one. Actually, this one might be good. You know, 21, 8, right? And I can go like... Yeah, try to level some like Yam Sands Goblet. No, like, let's try it later. You know why? I actually like have pretty good pieces. The only point is, let me try. If I have... If I'm not mistaken, I have some. Yeah, I have this one. 20 to 6. Right? I can switch. Right? Now I have 2-piece, and I can go... Just a second. Crit Rate Wanderer Troop. If I'm not mistaken, I should have like... Crit Rate Wanderer Troop with a... Yeah, this one is better. 10 and 18 energy recharge, right? No Elemental Mastery, but... Yeah, 120. This one is okay. 69, you see? And 190. And actually like pretty good amount of Elemental Mastery and 2-piece. Let's like, yeah, let's go with this one. Since now we know that's like a force sub stat is like what? What's it? Yeah. Oh, let's say like that. It's actually extremely helpful when you know which is a force substat is, because you can actually get rid of all of the trashy artifacts. I used to skip them. I still need to do some, you know, some... Like, I need to check that, but since they increase the amount of artifacts you can keep, I kind of okay, you know? Alright, so yeah. Is Virgin Arlecchino good in second half in Abyss? I wouldn't suggest you to use Virgin. You know why? Virgin for Arlecchino is bad, because Arlecchino cannot be healed, Pikmin, and it's difficult to keep her alive. Because, yeah, you need to use that burst again and again. I would suggest you to use, like, maybe, like, ordinary Vape or Melt or Electrocharge. It's also possible, but yes, Vape or Melt is better. Let's say with Shinchu, or you can go with Electrocharge, it's also not bad. Let's say if you have Ineffa, with Ineffa, like, you can go like this team, you know which one? This team is actually pretty good. You can go the team like this, if you have Ineffa. You can go Arlecchino, you can go Shinchu, Bennett, and Ineffa. This team is actually extremely great, because Ineffa give you some... Ineffa give you some secure, like a defensive utility, which is shield, right? And also you can do some, like, it's a kind of overweight team, not a bad team, by the way. Hey Zora, how are you doing? By the way, Vortex, I noticed that we have same time clear on Stygian. Oh, for real? Do we have same time on Stygian? I mean, yes, maybe. I like... Okay, maybe. I don't know, actually. Like, yeah, let me check that. Oh, yes, we have the same time. Okay, I will surpass you. I will surpass you. Hey Misha, how are you doing? My Lauma team isn't good enough, like, and I don't have ineffa, so I don't really know what to do. Like Pikmin, like, let's say like that. For Lauma, you don't need ineffa. You can use ineffa, but you actually can skip it. When it comes to ineffa, you can use like other teams as well. I mean, instead of going for this one, you can actually like do some... Just a second. You can go Sitlali if you have, and add additional cryo or additional pyro or additional, like, I don't know, like maybe Shilonen, you know, it's not a bad team at all. I mean like Arlecchino, Shilonen, Bennett, and Citlali, because she has a shield and also gives you pretty good cryo application. It's going to be the melt team. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was fun, Mirax. That was fun. I actually like. I was expecting something like that. Not gonna lie. So I just wanted to like, yeah, what he's going to say now. All right. So yeah, let's just do fearless mod, but yeah, let me show you my builds, by the way. So yeah, I know with this weapon. Why this weapon is good? It's because of you. It creates a lot of particle. You can go like 150 energy recharge, but you will be alright. You see that when electro charge, lunar boom, etc. triggers, like you get the 24 elemental energy, which is actually cool. Nahida, I would suggest you to build Nahida with EM as much as possible. You know why? You don't need so much energy recharge, you don't need the damage, you mostly need EM. Why is that? It's because of team bonus. By the way, you can increase lunar damage. You know how? If you check like, just a second. If you check a lunar buff, since you have 2 Nod-Krai characters on the team, right? Just a second, guys. You can increase the damage of ineffa. It's actually not only for ineffa, you can increase the damage for any Nod-Krai characters on your team. Just a second, let me show you what I mean. This one. Lauma and ineffa. So yeah, if you have these characters
today.
So yeah, you can check team bonus and you see that like it says Hydro characters increase the damage by 0.6 for every 1k max HP. It means if you have Hydro characters on your team and that character is not going to deal any DPS, try to give that character HP as max as possible. If you go for Anemo or Dendro, try to increase their elemental mastery. For example, that's why for Nahida, it's better to give her elemental mastery as much as possible, because every 100 elemental mastery increase your damage by 2.25. It sounds not so huge, but it's actually not bad, you know. And by the way, it's a lunar damage. Also, when it comes to Pyro, Electro, and Cryo, its attack, you see, like this one is actually pretty crucial. Like at maximum, you can get up to 36% lunar damage. If one of your non-Krai lunar characters deals elementals, do elemental skill or elemental burst. I'm good, lucky. Mavuika's premium team without Mavuika, interesting. Mavuika's premium team without Mavuika. Oh yeah, you can use that. Actually, Arlecchino is, in some cases, Arlecchino might do better than Mavuika. You know why? It depends on enemies. Because sometimes it's kind of like, you know, Mavuika is great, but yeah, sometimes Arlecchino might be better. Vortex, I can easily do Viva and Toa max, even if my build seems mid to you. Only skills matter, to be honest. I can easily do Viva, Toa max, even if my... Like, yeah, Zora, if you can clear that, but like, then like, as I mentioned, like I'm not so pro as you mentioned, you know, I'm just a super casual player in WoW. I mentioned that. And you know what, if you ask me, I need like good builds to clear that. If you notice that, I wasn't able to clear that, yeah, that ships, I'm like, well, how you call it? Like, yeah, Viva, that Viva one. So yeah, like I'm kind of like short for about like 200 points. It's not so much, but again, it's short. Can I replace Shilonen with Kazuha and Citlali with Rosario? Yes, you can. Actually, it's better to use Sucrose instead of Kazuha, but you can go Kazuha. When it comes to Rosa, yes, you can replace with Rosa, but keep that in mind that Rosario is circle impact. So if the enemy like change his position, you can lose that cryo application. So yeah, keep her skill ready, you know. Even though her skill doesn't apply enough cryo, because Bennett, because Arlecchino, I think you will be alright. But yes, you can use Kazuha and Rosa. And also keep that in mind about like Pikmin. When you build Rosa, try to give Rosa, like if it's possible, or crit rate. because she can give your active character crit, no, all of the teammates crit rate, by the way, up to 15%, if I'm not mistaken. Misha, I may need some like help with my Stygian, by the way, because I don't have 3 proper DPS. No problem, like Misha, we can do it. Or let's just like, you know what, let's first like, yeah, let me do some tests. Maybe we can do it today, no problem. We can do that fearless mode. It's actually not so difficult, but yeah, you can check my wave plats. I have 200 of wave plats, fragile resin in Vuva. Oh, okay, I will do that, Zoro. But yeah, most likely, you know what? If you can clear like all of the Toa, like Tower of Adversity, like yeah, then like why do I need clear it? You know, like yeah, because you know why? To be honest, not gonna lie, I have a huge skill issue in Wuthering Waves, just extremely huge skill issue. If the point is, if the characters are bad, like not so well builded, I'm struggling a lot. And I notice that. That's why, for example, now with Augusta and with Cartesia and with Chacona, all of the characters, actually premium characters, I'm doing pretty well, you know. Without them, that was terrible. Because that 36 star in Vuva, that was the first time I cleared that tour with a 36 star. I never done it before. Columbina will scale on HP. I don't know, Miracle. About that, to be honest, I don't know about that. Maybe yes, maybe not. It's possible. You know why? Because let's say she is going to be Nod-Krai. She is a Catalyst and Hydro. So maybe she can scale like with HP. You know why? To replace Nilo somehow. Sad that I will not be pulling even once for the whole 6-point version because I will save for New Wallet. For New Wallet, Misha, you know what? Let's say like that. If you ask me about New Wallet, he's not bad, but to do some damage with New Wallet, unfortunately, you need his premium team. You know, that's a problem. Without Furina, without Shilonen, without either Sitlali, Escoffier, Kazuha, like some like characters who can swill that that Hydra, you know, like doing damage with like only raw damage with New Wallet, his raw damage is super low, you know. Even mualani is better, you know. So it's up to you. If you like him, just go for him, not gonna lie. He is not a bad character at all. Actually, I like New Wallet because he is flexible. You can use Kachina instead of Shilon, and that is true. You can use like maybe other characters, like, yeah. But yeah, his premium team is premium team. Even in Genshin, all my builds are made and worse. You will discuss when you see, like, but I always use them, like, yeah, like about New Wallet, about Spile Abyss, like, you know, guys, like, lately, this Spile Abyss is slightly difficult than the previous one, if you ask me. Yeah, it's especially because of that new Nod-Krai enemy. But again, if you use proper characters, you actually don't need, like, 5-star weapons, etc. Like, you can use, I use the team like New Wallet, Furina, Raiden, and Sitlali. Oh, no, Escoffier, my bad. Without any 5-star weapons, by the way. It was prototype Amber on New Wallet, Favonius on Furina and Escoffier, and Raiden with EM build. So yeah. How much crit rate does Rosa need? About that, you know what? Try to give her as much as possible, Pikmin. It's about 70 or 80 is more than enough, but if you can't do so much, it's okay. Like, let's say like that. If you like give her more crit rates, that crit damage is okay for Rosa. You know? So just you can actually completely avoid giving her any crit damage whatsoever. Just give her crit rate and that's it. As much as possible. I'm busy nowadays, so I don't have time to do Toa, and I have exams as well. I do it. Oh, okay. Like, yeah, you still have. By the way, Zora, if you ask me, you still have time, enough time. It's only like it's only like first week, if I'm not mistaken. I just was curious about like my Toa. To be honest, can I handle it this time? Because I already have enough characters to do it. I have 5-star weapons, like mostly standard weapons, but again. Also, don't forget about that Galbrena, because Galbrena will be released when this Toa is still alive, so you can go full Galbraith as well. Looks like she's going to be pretty good character, you know. Main DPS, by the way. We'll see, we'll see. And that's also the reason I really joined stream. That's okay, like Zoro. It's like I would suggest you to like focus on your exams, to be honest. Yeah, game is game. Like you can join anytime. As you know, like I usually try to stream pretty consistent. So yeah, I do it like not every day, but yeah, try like every second day. I have to go Vortex. Yeah, that's alright, Cloud. That's completely okay. Alright. Thank you, Miracle. I think Columbina will scale on HP because of the lunar buff for Hydro. No, like you know why? Actually, I think Columbina might be scale on HP because of Nilo. Because you know why? At the moment, Nilo is actually like incredibly crazy character, and Nilo, Lauma, Nilo, Bloom teams is extremely powerful. And just imagine they release Columbina, and Columbina cannot surpass that supportive abilities of Nilo, because Nilo create Bountiful Cores. Bountiful Cores deals more damage. Right? In that case, they should give Columbina so much supportive abilities to surpass Nilo, in my opinion. Because if your Nilo is going to be well builded, she needs only HP, as you know, and Elemental Mastery. If you can, let's say like that. If you cannot give her HP, you give her EM. So it's like that. Then, you know, like it makes no sense to go for Columbina at all. You know, it's better. Yes, Columbina will buff all other Nod-Krai reaction as well. It's going to be a lunar charge, etc., something like that. But when it comes to bloom damage, if Nilo is better, then you know, like no need to go for constellations. You can go like for Nilo, and you can grab these free constellations they give us. Well, I have Furina, Shilonen, and maybe Farzan or Jin. For which one? Mualani mentioned. Yeah, Mualani is great. Zoro. Augusta and Iuno are insanely buffed in this tour. Yes, I'm very sure like their value will go below. Actually, no, like this tour is not, yeah, if you, but yeah, you know what, Zoro, if you saw my teams, actually, you notice that just a second, I was able to clear, let me check that. Yeah, like I used Augusta, but I used Augusta without Iuno, by the way. I used Augusta with Mortifi, with Shorekeeper, and Augusta with Verina. So actually you can go without like Iuno. I used Iuno like on other like chambers, on other floors. But yeah, they buffed, that is true. Supports are must in Wuthering Waves. Yes, I agree with you. Supports in Wuthering Waves, because you know why? As I mentioned, I tested Iuno with and without Chacona, and Chacona gives me about like 40 to 50% more damage. Just imagine. It's a crazy amount of damage. Insanely damage. Augusta and Iuno, yeah. About Frolova, like just like what happened to Frolova, they always prioritize a new character. Yeah, that is true. But you know what? Even though it's like that, I will try maybe use Cartesia on the last stage. You know, I will try to do it today, just like for a test purpose. Because you know what? Cartesia, actually, my Cartesia builded like bad as hell. She's not so crazy because she needs like 4/4 and triple ones, but unfortunately I don't have enough like mats for now. I save something for future characters, so because of that I built her with a 4/3/3 and like double ones, you know, and she doesn't have enough crit damage and doesn't have enough HP. So it's aero damage bonus, which is actually bad, as you know. She needs HP as much as possible, but still she's crazy as hell. And I assume that she can clear last one with, I can clear last one with Chacona, Shorekeeper, and Cartesia. The new shield, but it's okay if you have ineffa or Verisa. The new shield SKS. You mean like new shield like what? New shield like enemy? Oh, I also would mention that I pre-farm for Flins and gave the artifacts to Aino just for fun. But sure, it's in, yeah. Like Flins, by the way, yeah, like you can go, like the problem with Aino doesn't have any damage whatsoever. Let me show you my Aino build, just a second. But you know, like you don't need to level up Aino at all. So yeah, like it's kind of 1-1-1, that's it. Level 70 only because of IT, Imaginarum Theater, that's it. When it comes to artifacts, you can go instructor set, you can go Deepwood, you can go like that Nod-Krai supportive set. Actually, all of them like would work on like Aino pretty well. I'm even done with Genshin main event and like WoW as well. I'll do it for sure. Main event, oh yeah. Oh, not even. Not event, okay. Main. Okay, sure. I still believe Columbina has the capability like to surpass both Furina and Nilo. If yeah, actually I agree with you, Misha. If you ask me, you know why? Yes, most likely they will do something like that. They will buff. They definitely will buff Columbina. They will give Columbina something to like kind of like make her pretty useful, because you know why? It makes no sense to create like Nod-Krai Archon. Like she, as you know guys, she will get her own statue, so yeah, she considered to be an Archon in Nod-Krai, and you know like none of these characters, like, and she cannot surpass none of the old characters, you know. The team for Newlet, which I think of building, is Newlet, Furina, Shilonen, and Faruzan, Jin, ineffa. Like, yeah, I would suggest you to go for not Faruzan, maybe. Faruzan is good though, because you know why? Faruzan burst can, if you have Constellation 6 Faruzan burst is actually extremely crazy, because that burst can like jump from enemies to enemies, which is actually super cool, you know? You don't need to use like Kazuha or Sucrose again and again, it just swirl. The point is, since you use Furina and Newlet, you will always, and Shilonen, since you cannot swirl Geo, you always will swirl Hydro or the element enemies has. So just keep that in mind. But yes, Faruzan is not a bad option. When it comes to Jin, though, I don't know if you use Shilonen. Using Jin make no sense. In my opinion, you don't need additional healing. Jin is circle impact anyway. Her swirling abilities is not so great, but she can debuff, which is actually true. If you have high constellation Jin, she can debuff, so you can use it. But ineffa, in my opinion, is the best choice. You know why? It's mostly because of shield, if you don't have constellation 1. I might be delusional, but I am still saving for cars. I don't know what's that. Cars? Okay. By the way, Vortex, like, did you hear about the theory of why Saritsa is collecting Genesis? No, I haven't. Oh, okay, I got it. In that case, yes. Constellation 4, Constellation 5, yeah. In that case, yes, you can use Jin. But again, I wouldn't maybe suggest you to do that. You know why? If you have a Scoffier, it's better to use a Scoffier. If you have Sitlali, you can use Sitlali. Because in some cases, freeze the enemies might be helpful, you know? Instead of swirling. What's the problem with swirl? Even though swirl is good, swirl gives you buff for 8 seconds only. You know, like it depends on the character, that is true. But again, let's say like that, it's 10 seconds when it like increase the damage. It's not enough, because you know why? You need to switch, like you cannot do enough damage with Newlet because his rotation is like 12 seconds plus. So it's not going to be convenient. That's why ineffa is so great, if you ask me. And also, by the way, you can use ineffa with supportive sets, which is actually cool, you know? Then I believe the ineffa is a better choice because of lunar charge and also like shield. Yes, because of shield. If you ask me, because of shield. Because like, let's say like that, I use like this team. Without shield, using Newlet is a little bit difficult. But again, you can use Raiden. If the enemies are not so aggressive, you can use Raiden. You know, let's say like in Spile Abyss, I use like Furina, Newlet, Escoffier, and Raiden. It's not a bad team because like Escoffier can free, like you can freeze the enemies. Not all of them, but some of them. Okay, so yeah, let's try this one. Yeah, I just like rebuilt my... Oh, let me show you, it's like first like this one. Let me show you first team first. Like it's mavuika. I would suggest you to do like Skirk first. You know why? Just a second.
Burn it down! Fulfill our path! A dash of frosting! Goose on the loose! Show no mercy! Extinguish! Power! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Light it up! Try! A little amuse bouche! Get to work! Surge!
Yeah, I just like.
Wrath from the sky! Fulfill our path! Annihilate! Mine to wield! Off to the breach! Get to work! Extinguish! Power! Burn it down! You two! Time check! Light of the blazing sun!
The point is, okay. Well, the third descender, like I believe, was Saritsa, lower than heavily principles, like the don't pass like that. I will just a second, Mirax. Like I will copy that and like just a second. No, like she collecting the Genesis to revive him. Oh yeah, it's possible. You know, like to be honest, not gonna lie, but I'm so away from the lore. I don't read like that stuff at all. Not because I don't like it or something. I like the lore stuff, but you know, like I don't know. It's just a game. For me, like Genshin Impact, it's just a game. As Wuthering Waves. That's what she collects. Like yeah. Hey Orb, how are you doing? Oh, it's possible actually, like you know what, but yeah, keep that in mind that like Snezhnaya is not going to be the last region in Genshin Impact, because we're going to get Kainria, we're going to get past Teyvat stories, also like they will give us Celestia, so yeah, like actually like we have pretty good content for a future, for like kind of like 5 years or something, so yeah, but again, like you know, you never know. Okay guys, so yeah, the point is like with this team, you can actually clear it. It's not so difficult, like with Mavuika, as you like noticed, it's fearless mode. Is it possible to clear diary mode? Yes. I don't have like I have like signature weapon only on my Mavuika. And yes, like Skirk as well has a weapon. But if you have supporters weapon, etc., something like that, or constellation, you can easily clear that. Maybe yes, you know, it's attack. Like I would suggest maybe keep this one because it has energy recharge and elemental mastery, but I don't know. Okay. Alright, so yeah. Let me show you my builds. So yeah, it's Mavuika with signature. It's yeah, it's TDDS by the way, and I mess up with TDDS a lot because you need to switch to the DPS character. I definitely lost something, but yeah, if you can use like her signature, you know what? Let's try diary mode. Just a second, let's try the diary mode with the same team. I don't think I can the problem with that team and Skirk. As you know, like Skirk has specific mechanic to increase her damage and increase duration of her enhanced normal attack mod. And that's void rifts. And you can create void rifts only if you have like do some reaction, which is actually like freeze reaction. Like no. It's kind of like you need to do some like the enemies. If your teammates hits an opponent with cryo and hydro, you can create that void rifts on the field. Unfortunately, with that team, it's impossible. And also, you cannot increase the level. But again, let's give it a oh yeah, that was the first team. It was like this one, Escoffier. And by the way, it makes no sense to use like Escoffier's burst. You can use Citlali's burst, but not Escoffier's burst. And also make no sense to use Skirk burst to collect void rifts because you don't have void rifts on the field. Okay. Just a test. Like for Skirk, I think like I maybe need to pull Escoffier, but let me be like Constellation 1 Newlet has me addicted. Oh, let's say like that. So like Misha, if you ask me, I would suggest you to go for Escoffier rather than Constellation 1 Newlet. Why? Constellation 1 Newlet is crazy as hell. That is true because it's increased damage. By the way, by pretty decent margin, you know, like it's actually not bad. The problem is this character is old. Even though he's still valuable and like pretty like useful, I maybe wouldn't suggest you to do that. His Constellation 1 is crazy because it gives you one additional stack. It means you can go like second Hydro or second any element on your team, you know, like let's say for example, I don't know, like whatever you want, but it's mostly Furina. And also gives you resistance to interruption, crazy as hell resistant to interruption, which is actually extremely convenient to use them. The point is, Escoffier can be useful for other teams. Escoffier can be used with Skirk, Escoffier can be used with Newlet, Escoffier can be used with Arlecchino, Escoffier can be used with Mavuika because of Melt, you know. Escoffier Arlecchino team actually is extremely crazy. You know why? Because like even better than Citlali. The problem with Citlali gives you shield, but Escoffier gives you enough more application to do like melting more consistent with Escoffier rather than with Citlali. Just keep that in mind. The problem is, yes, Citlali is also TDDS, which is actually extremely crazy, and also she can reshred Pyro by 20%. But yeah, just keep that in mind. It's kind of depends. If you like, yeah, Escoffier is not a bad. What I want to say is Escoffier is actually a pretty crazy character. And if you want to go for Constellation 1, it's better to go for Escoffier. My opinion, the only problem with the diary is that it requires Constellation 2 DPS minimum. No, it's not. Or come on. No, actually it's not. I mean, let's say like that. You can clear this one with Constellation 0 characters easily. Like diary mode requires maybe some 5-star weapons, which is actually true. Yeah, you need 5-star weapons. But when it comes to damage, you actually can go like Constellation 0 characters. You don't need constellations. Let's first try this one, just like for test. For Skirk Void Rift to come out, you need freeze. Yeah, that's true. You need freeze reaction. You need like some reaction. You need some like cryo related reactions. That is true. Unfortunately, like melt and reverse melt, if I'm not mistaken, it's not cryo reaction. And because of that, you cannot like that. It makes like you don't need to use her burst. The point is, I mean, like and let's give it a try. Just a second. It's better to start with Skirk.
Rise with a little movement. Show no mercy.
Damn, no damage.
Adapt right. Get to work. Suffer the wrath of the wrath from the sky. Incinerate! 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 Light it up! Show no mercy! You two! Time to end! Light up the blazing sun! Incinerate!
You know why? 50 seconds left, and if you can't do enough damage to surpass 75% of his HP within 50 seconds, you actually done. So yeah, no need to continue. So yeah, that remote is actually not so great. Echo is strong. Escoffier is strong, no doubt, but and I also have like Skirk along with her signature, so Escoffier is gonna help for sure, yes. But my first love, oh okay, like if you like yeah, in that case, yeah, go for Nuvolet. Like again, I still wouldn't suggest you to go for Constellation 1, but Constellation 1 definitely like that constellation is very strong, that is true. Let's go like Fearless mode again. So yeah, unfortunately this test is not okay. You know why? It's better to go like some other DPS, and Skirk is not a great one. The best one is Mualani. The best character to play with mavuika is Mualani, because Mualani also can use oh yeah, why I did that. Mualani is also can use Nod-Krai supportive set, you know, or you can switch it to mavuika, it doesn't matter actually. By the way, Vortex, why don't you use Noblesse on Effie? Effie? Like, who is Effie? Like, Effie is a Scoffier, or like, yeah, like, at least, like, use a Scoffier, like, Mirak, please. Like, I always, like, think about your question. Like, I'm begging you. Like, it's kind of, like, so annoying sometimes. Most likely it's a Scoffier. Like, yeah, you can use, like, which one? Noblesse. Noblesse on a Scoffier. You can use it. That is true, but it's not a bad option actually. But you know why? Let's say like that. I used to use this team, like actually was built for previous Stygian onslaught. Because of that, like yeah, I just like built a Scoffier with Golden Troop, but mavuika with tenacity. You know, and I used, if I'm not mistaken, that was I forgot like which one with Noblesse. So yeah, I forgot. So yeah, like I just like I forget. It's actually not a bad. That's okay, Mirak. That's complete. Scoffier, yeah, like a Scoffier. Yeah, I got it. So yeah. Like it's not a bad idea actually to use a Scoffier. But you know what's the point is within this team. The problem is, like using like yes, 20% damage is actually not a bad idea. You're right. I mean, like, it's better to use it. That is true. Another problem is, you know what? Let me show you something. Since Citlali is with this set is actually, you can, if I'm not mistaken, you actually completely, you cannot activate that. The point is with this team, you can, this team is actually powerful. That's why you can clear Fearless mode. When it comes to Diary mode, yes, it's difficult. You need some reaction, you need something to do. So yeah, unfortunately. I will try another teams. It's basically less value to Skirk if we bring her with mavuika. What? Oh yeah, that is true. Like, yeah, it's because of that, guys. Like, as you know, like, if she plays, you need to use like only Hydra and Cryo within Skirk. In that case, she also can increase the talent level, which is skill by 1 for all characters. Without that, yeah, you cannot do that. The problem is, I don't have any other second. Maybe I can use Nuvolet. You know which team? Just a second. Maybe let's try it. Let's give it a try, no problem. You know what? Oh my god, just nuts. Just a second. Let's try Nuvolet Furina. You know what, team? Let's try it like this one. I don't know if it will work, but yeah, maybe possible. By the way, you can try this team as well. Just a second. Ah, yeah. We can use like these teams. We can use Nuvolet Furina, Escoffier Skirk, something like that, you know? Because you never know, maybe I will be lucky enough and I can get Flins, you know? I don't want to get Flins, but yeah, you never know. Like, I know Mirak wants me to go for that Flins, but let's give it a try. Yeah, I think like mualani mavuk, yeah, that Sitlali, Shilon, and Benetim like would way better, Mirak, way better. But unfortunately, I skip mualani. I like it's I don't I don't regret about that. But again, mualani is good. The problem is we're going to get Columbina. It's better to wait for Columbina, even though I understand that mualani as a free to play, she actually at a mavuika level, you know, when it comes to damage, that melt damage, like reverse, like my bad, wave damage, reverse wave, it's actually cool. The better choice other than Skirk will be just a second, let me just the better choice, like other than Skirk, will be Mavuika, Sitlali, Furina, Escoffier, Nuvalet Mualani. Why is that now? Like, I didn't get the team. Oh, you mean like will be Mavuika, Sitlali, Furina, or New? Yeah, like that's true. Like the team, like Mirak mentioned, by the way. But instead of that, like Shilonen is good. Yeah, it's not exactly, but yeah, like Mavuika, Sitlali, Escoffier, or Furina, and Newlet or Mualani. I wouldn't say. Actually, yeah, you're right. You know what? Let's give it a try. I got the point. I got what you mean. So instead of going for Mualani, like what team Mirak says? Just a second. Flins? Yeah, Flins, Mirak. That's true. Yeah, Flins, since you have... No, you know what, Mirak? Why I don't want to go for Flins? Let me say why. I want to go for Durin. Durin is going to be sword character. We have actually enough swords to use on like characters. And let's say, let's be honest, I have enough swords to do that because I have like this one, which is actually good. I have Mist-Splitter, I have this one. So literally any type of swords I have, and also like we have like pretty broken like this one, BP1, you know, like and other weapons as well, like yeah, like shielded, unshielded, and also like this one, which is actually like maybe it's going to be possible. You know why? Since if Durin is going to be sub DPS, this actually might be useful on him, you know, who knows, maybe. So yeah, because of that, like yeah, it's a main priority for me, and also I want to go for Columbina and her signature. The problem, I don't have any good signature, catalyst, my bad, signature. I don't have any good catalyst on my account. The best one I have is a free-to-play Lost of Prayer, which is actually not so great. And this one, which is BP1. That's it. You know, I don't have enough like weapons, unfortunately. I need at least one signature one, like I mean like for a character. Flins would be nice, not gonna lie, but you know, like I don't wanna like kind of like bait or something on Hoyo's pattern, you know what I mean? So yeah, like Lauma is okay, ineffa is good, I like the characters. When it comes to Nefer, I actually don't like Nefer so much. She is a little bit weird character, if you ask me. You know why? In that case, like when it comes to reactions, like in general, like team flexibilities, I think Nefer is better than Flins, because Nefer can be played with so many different characters. Flins needs some specific characters, unfortunately. You know, let's say you still can use ineffa with Nefer, you can use Nilo with Nefer, you can use literally any Hydro and future Columbina. Yes, but with Flins, you're a little bit limited in characters, if I'm not mistaken. Like, yeah, you need to use Shinchu. It's like, yeah, maybe like Fischl, you know, Aino is not a bad option because of Hydro application. Like, I don't think Lauma is so great with Flins, you know. Hyperbloom, no, it's not for Flins. Yeah, kind of want to get Durin to buff more. Yeah, that is true. That's why I want to go for... Try for Furina signature, because no, it's really... No, Furina signature. You know why? Mishra, I don't want to go for signature. Like for me, there's some like kind of rule or something. When the character is supportive character, I try to not go for signature. When it's DPS character, I want to go for signature. That's why, for example, yes, we have some exceptions. Like I have some exceptions, like Shilonen. But again, like let's say mavuika, yes, signature is great because it's extremely flexible. When it comes to Furina's signature, you know what's the problem with Furina's signature? I need to rebuild my Furina completely. My Furina at the moment, it's like 207 energy recharge, 70 to 160, 186. With, oh my god, I use this set. That's why it's so bad damage. My bad. You know why? Yeah, I forgot about that. But actually, you know what? For mavuika and Skirk, it would be better. Like, yeah, that's why my damage is so bad. I forgot about that. So yeah, and I use like this set. It's for Skirk is great, you know? And this weapon. I have enough energy recharge to play only one mavuika or Furina on the team, you know? Furina's signature provides excellent crit rate. That is true. Yeah, like she provides excellent crit rate, but instead of this weapon, actually I can use maybe this one. This one also gives me crit rate. Instead of that, I can use like this one, which is actually also gives me some crit rate, you know? And I don't need so much crit rate. You know why? Because Furina mostly supportive character for me. She is Constellation 1. Because of that, I'm okay with that. Check out my Furina build. Okay, just a second. Let's check that build real quick, guys. Just a second, let me add. Let me switch the window. No, yeah, like you know, like if you notice that your build is crazy, not gonna lie. But the point is, I don't know why you like, yeah, didn't crown her skill and burst yet. But yeah, like you have 151 energy recharge. If you want to play that team with a Scoffier or like not a Scoffier, my bad, with Skirk. You cannot get enough energy recharge to use your Furina burst every rotation. It's actually terrible, if you ask me. That's why you need about like 200 plus, you know? But your build is crazy. Even though you see like you use energy recharge. Oh my god, you don't have energy recharge whatsoever. Damn, bro. Yeah, your artifacts are crazy as hell, not gonna lie. No Hydra, but yeah, that is obvious because you need like... And your HP is low. This weapon gives some HP, right? Or the equivalent characters, like current HP increases or decreases elemental, like, yeah, just a second, like one. Current HP, max HP will be increased by 14%. So yeah, you get some HP increase, that is true. I don't know, like, yeah, to be honest, I don't like this type of builds. You know what's the problem is? Low HP, yes, weapon gives some. Low energy recharge, which is actually like bad, if you ask me. Yeah, maybe. Let me switch it back, guys. But of course, like the only problem is going to that you have to sacrifice here. No, but yeah, that's a problem. You need that C1 Mishra. Oh yeah, like by the way, yes, Mishra. If you get that Constellation 1, that definitely will be like great for you because... But yeah, like that's why I don't want to sacrifice any energy recharge. You see, in that case, my build is not bad. It has like 40k HP. It has enough energy recharge and crit rate, crit damage. So I can do the damage enough. And by the way, it's a bad build. But yeah, let's try this one. Mirak mentioned like this team. It's like Mualani, it's Shelonen, and what was the last one? Just a second. Like you both guys actually told me the same team, but yeah, let me just... Oh yeah, this one. Shelonen and Bennett. Yeah, Bennett is not okay option, but I can use maybe Furina. Because we have a healer, we have Mavuika, and we can do Vape, right? And we can... Let's try this one. And it's going to be Fearless mode, right? It's Fearless mode. Yeah, let's give it a try. Oh, thank you. Yeah, by the way, you know what? Like, yeah, it's good, not gonna lie, but just keep that in mind. She is on supportive set. Unfortunately, this set doesn't work on Nuvalet. This set works only for Mavuika, but I will keep it. Like, yeah, I will keep it for now. Shelonen or Bennett? Yeah, it's better to use like this team, I would say. You know why? Because if I go Bennett, Yeah, Shilonen or Bennett, that is true. So yeah, let's go Shilonen. Bennett cannot help Neuvillette, but Shilonen can help both of them. Let's give it a try. Instead of mualani, right? We need to do what?
Bow your head.
Yes. Yeah, my bad. Recently I started to build my team like a little bit different. So I place the characters how I do the rotation. You need to use Furina skill first, then you need to use like Neuvillette skill, then you need to use Shilonen skill and burst if possible, then skill of like mavuika to apply some pyro, then use like Neuvillette, you know, something like that. So like kind of like I put the characters like in that order.
Silence!
Oh, another.
Rise with the sun! Hear the echoes of the valley!
Bow your head.
Time to shine!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Letting brave names echo! Light it up!
Yeah, actually it was great.
Let my name echo in song! Shower me with praise! Hear the echoes of the valley! Pyroclastic surge!
The tides beckon.
Time to shine! Letting brave names echo!
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled.
Let my name echo in song! Let the mountain's veins boil! Wrath from the sky! Incinerate!
Yeah, it's not diary mode, but let's try diary. Shilonen or Bennett, like, well, golden troops buff Furina damage only, I believe. Yeah, that is true, but actually it's better to use golden troop. It's better to use golden troop, you know why? The problem is that set doesn't buff Neuvillette. You know, so yeah. Okay, alright, thank you very much indeed. Actually, like, yeah, would be nice to get EM or energy recharge, but I'll take it. I think if you take ineffa, it will be way easier to kill, like, ineffa, or like, you know why I don't use ineffa? Because ineffa is actually, like, kinda like, for this one. Ineffa? Like, ineffa instead of, like, which one? And you know what's the problem is with ineffa? You mean, like, ineffa without Shilonen? I don't think so. The problem is, the point is, Shilonen use Cinder City. She can buff your Hydro application, Hydro, like damage. Also, we have Furina. Using ineffa instead of like mavuika is not the case. You know why? You need to beat this one. It's actually better to use double DPS. If you ask me, so it's better to use double DPS characters. Let's try last one, this one, like real quick, because yeah, it's about time. So let's try this one.
Go claw! Grow! Pew!
With one
No, I
heart,
missed.
Nod-Krai, receive my blessing.
You do it like, you need to do it. But yeah, you see like, it's actually, you need to do it in, let's try it a couple times. I think if you take ineffa instead of mavuika, okay, just a second. Let me try. Instead of mavuika, no, just a second. Like, let me do it, no problem. You know what's the problem with ineffa and mavuika in this? Like, you need double DPS on these characters. You can go ineffa, but the point is, like, yeah, let's do it, but it's not a, like, yeah. Oh, you didn't, like, Mira, come on, like, just watch my short video, come on.
Settle down.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Yeah, I will, just to show, you can one-shot this enemy, by the way. You can check my short, come on.
Bring it!
You know, like, yeah, with this team, you get some shield, that is true.
Time to shine! Strike a blow!
Silence.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Defensive mode engaged.
Be sanctified.
Let my name echo in song! Preparing for dust up. Bring it!
You still can use new, you know why? Actually, yes, it's not a bad team. Because you will do like lunar charge and kyber damage at the same time. Actually, it's tricky team, yeah, you're right.
Time to shine!
And you can do the same
Great names
rotation.
echo! Cleanup sequence initiated.
You see, you still can do like damage because no matter what.
Settle down.
Let's give it a try.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
The tides beckon.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Insulation chamber.
Bow your head.
Time to shine! Showing you!
Let the mighty be humble.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Letting brave names echo!
Let's see if I can do that. Actually, it's possible.
Silence.
It's super close, but yeah, it's possible. It was that team you used in short. Yeah. That was in the same team. Yeah, but if you notice that, like, it's better to use mavuika. The point is, you need double DPS, or you can go actually like some like sort of different teams. If you notice that, I used mavuika, Escoffier, Sitlali, and Skirk, or you can go full male team with like mavuika, Shelonen, Escoffier, and you know, like this one. Mavuika. Yeah, mavuika, Bennett. Like this team is also works. Let me show you. Yeah, just a second, Mirak. Like, what if you use like triple DPS? New bullet for Ina, what? Just a second.
Teamwork is true! A little fulfill our path!
Come on, just give me some.
Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Light it up! Going in! A dash of frosting! Ow! Show no mercy! Suffer the light of the
Oh my
blazing
god,
sun!
I just like that. But yeah, you still can do that.
Teamwork is a little mood boost. The pinnacle of excellence. Fulfill our path. You two. Wrath from the sky.
You can get Furina. Let me say, like, which team you want me to use? It was at, like, what if you use, like, triple DPS? Just a second. Mavuika, Skirk, New Wallet, Furina. But I already use, oh no, like, I use different team. Like, it's not a, triple DPS. In that case, using Skirk is a waste. You know why? It's kind of like, it's not a great idea. The point is you have, like, 3 different enemies. Yeah, using, like, triple DPS on him, and like, yeah, you can use Skirk Mavuika like this one, you know, without Furina. It's kind of like Escoffier, Sitlali, and Skirk. This team is actually works pretty well. I used to use this one, by the way. Ah, yeah. You can get Furina full buff by letting New Wallet heal. Like, yes, you can. Actually, you can. Alright, so yeah, let me do like one more like this one. This one is a little bit tricky, you know why? Let's say like that. To get used to the enemy, you need to spend some time. But it's possible to one-shot it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm super... I beat your record, Vox. I will go... Okay. You will beat my record, okay.
Committed to memory.
Lush as the moon.
Chew on this. Grow. On the rocks.
For the everlasting forest, branch into song.
No, like, I'm super slow. Like, yeah, let me try it again. No, Diana. Yeah, I'm super slow. Just a second.
Yeah. Receive my blessing.
Let's make her a little. Pew. No claw. On the rock. Can't handle your drink. Durin.
Activate that. Just a second. Why it activates that stuff? Just a second. I might...
Committed to memory. Yeah.
You poor lost lamb.
Couple more tries and that's it. Like, I don't want to waste your time, guys. Oh. I think like mess up like for Lauma setup. No, like actually I don't use her skill. Or maybe I use.
Grow.
Maybe I use it like yeah.
Lush as the moon.
Go. Committed to Chew on this. Grow. Look at you, Bootail. Ding dong water ball. This way, turn a little. Make yourself a room.
By the frost mine of old, Branch into song.
No, again, like I messed up, like I mess up with that. Because you know why? I think like Hydro activated, like let me, like maybe Hydro activates that, but yeah.
Forest, protect us.
You need to, like, you know what's the point that you need to use that in advance. Just a second, let me show you what you need to do. Actually, yes, my bad. Yeah. You need to use that skill now, like immediately, as quick as possible. You need to wait. Oh yeah, maybe it's possible, you're right.
For the everlasting forest, receive my blessing.
Yeah, this should work. You see the damage. The damage is crazy actually, and you can one-shot it, you know? So yeah, that's what I want to show to you. It's like if you hit all of the
Branch into song.
like flowers, like you can actually one-shot this enemy. Use Nahida burst at last, maybe. No, not like, yeah, you don't need to do like that, you know, like it's try to avoid maybe using like Ainos. You need to act quickly, that's it, because if you apply Hydro, if I'm not mistaken, you activate that like flowers. Like, by the way, it's level 70. We can try. Let me check the time. Let's try diary mode at least once. But again, you can one-shot it. Or you can check my, like, by the way, I use the same build, like close to it. This build is slightly better. But keep that in mind. If you want to do that, you need like to do some practice. Like without practice, it's difficult to do. Because at first place, you need that enemy to place the flowers close to each other. You know, to when you use like Lauma skill, you hit all of them. By the way, my Lauma build, let me show you if I... So yeah, it's double EM, like that. It's not something special. You actually can build her. Just keep that in mind. Give her about like 130 energy recharge. Without that, it's actually difficult. Crit rate is not so high. Crit damage not so high. So yeah, and elemental mastery. The pieces is like that. It's elemental mastery, and crit rate. That's it. So it's easy to build actually. You see, clear our character, so use Nahida, like here. Let's try this diary mode at least once.
Receive my blessing.
Commit it to memory. Flash attack. This plays pretty little. The Temple of Wisdom. Look at you.
By the frost moon of old, lush is the meat.
No, it's like, yeah, always like, yeah, you need like a new way to farm artifacts and Stygian loot. Like, yeah, actually, like, let's say like that. If you get used to that, so yeah, you can do it. All right, so yeah, let's abandon it. Like, I don't want to like waste your time, guys. I'll do it off camera anyway. I need to get used to that because, like, let's say like that. You need to kind of like use like your skills and bursts in time. If you just miss some, like no need to be slow, because if you slow, you lose all of these floors. If I'm not mistaken, they activated by itself. Let me clear it at least once and grab some 20 again. I'll hate him. Team is also pretty good with this one, you know. Ineffa, you can use ineffa, by the way. And don't forget to grab particle with Lauma if you have low energy recharge.
Committed to memory. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Sharing my knowledge. This may turn a little skin out of your drink.
With one heart, prepare. Receive my blessing.
Oh no, but it's... By the way, that looks similar to mualani. If you have like, really, you will rotation, cause if you mess, yeah, that's true. You know why? It's not because of that. By the way, guys, just keep that in mind. This damage, it's not because of Lauma is so broken. Yes, Lauma is broken as hell, but this damage is because of this boss mechanics. Just keep that in mind. Because if you do more damage to that on floor flowers or something, like, I don't know how to call it, you know, like let's say in a battle, oh, seeds, yeah, stoneborn seeds. If you hit like the damage this seeds takes, it will convert into the damage for that on that crab. Just keep that in mind, you know. So yeah, like the more damage you do to the seeds, it's the more damage like it deals to the crabs when it hits them, that crab. So yeah, that's like that. Just a second, let me check that. Did notice like Vortex, when you hit the crab with Dendro, his shield turns green. His shield turns green. Oh yeah, maybe turns green. A shield. Oh yeah, maybe it's like, I don't know. You know what? Let's do some books. As you know, like I need some books for if it's available like. Oh yeah, it's available. I think the more EM you do for seeds, it gets high. No, it's not like that. It's not the more EM. Oh, when you... Let me show you. Let me just show you what I mean. Just a second. No, it's not like EM for... Like, let me show you. Let me go the exact same team, and I will show what I mean and what I do. Because most likely you miss that artifact stuff. So yeah, maybe domain like this one will give you some additional elemental mastery, but it doesn't matter. So if you doesn't matter, if you build Lauma on crit, him maybe just EM matter. No, it's like yeah, EM matters anyway. When the character triggers. Oh yeah, it's shockwaves. It's not. So yeah, at the moment I have like 959 elemental mastery. It's because of like. Yeah, I cannot use, but yeah, additional 50 elemental mastery because 2 Nod-Krai resonance, you know. But Aino is on instructor set, so yeah, it's 120 additional elemental mastery. Diona with like can give you some EM. Diona gives you with ult and with set. Just a second, let me show what I mean.
Who's that?
Think you can bully me?
So yeah, now I have like all of the stuff, right?
Grow! The Temple
That's
of
first.
Wisdom! Diana Special!
For the everlasting forest.
You see how much EM I have? 2039. And after that, by using... You see like 200s and like, yeah. You see the damage? Let me try it again. If you notice that, I have to rebuild my Lauma. That support set useless. No, it's not like rape. It's not like. Let me show you again. Just a second. The point is, like, unfortunately, yes, I need to use maybe like Diona's shield. Unfortunately, Diona's shield scale on HP. Let's do it again. Let me show you again. No. You actually no. It's not like that. Miracle. No need to like. This supportive set is actually crazy. You know why? Let me explain why. This supportive set is kinda the same like Deepwood, close to it. Why? Because technically you can use this set on any character you want. At the moment you see, like, I use this set, by the way, it's level 0, like level 12, level 16, level 16, 4-star by the way, and I use that in diary mode, in like in Stygian fearless mode. So you need to build actually properly. If you build her properly, you actually can do crazy amount of damage, and it's better to go for attack, because like, yeah, every 100 attack gives you some buff. Damn, too much EM. Yeah, that is true. The point is like,
Who's there?
Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge.
please was a mess. Oh yeah.
Can't handle your drink. Flash attack.
With one heart, we pray. Branch into song.
Yeah, I didn't check that again, but you got the point, you know?
I see everything.
Let me...
Go close. Shake and stir.
Leave this place.
Let's go.
This enemy...
Committed to memory.
Receive my blessing.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, the damage comes out of EM, you know why? And by the way, don't forget about that. My talent, it's still at level 8. Let's say like that. If my talent was at level 9, like 10, most likely I would one-shot this in fearless mode, you know? So yeah, but it's practice. Just keep that in mind. Like, to do good in Stygian, in Spy Lobbies, in Genshin Impact, especially in endgame content, you need some practice. It's like, yeah. Even though it's gacha game, you still need some practice, like good rotation, like good buffs, because anyway you need to get the buffs. Don't you get the supportive set buff after you deal lunar damage? Supportive set buff like after lunar damage, but yes, but you have lunar characters on your team anyway. You mean that the supportive set? You have lunar characters on your team anyway. When dealing elemental damage, Moonglade. You see that? Elemental damage. It not lunar or something like that. So yeah, you can use on any characters. Let's...
Who's there?
Make yourself at home. Sketch. Jahoda special. Look, the rainbow.
Oh my god, this one is actually super annoying. Why
By the
you
frost
change
moon
your...
of old.
You see, like, yeah, it's a little bit less, but the damage is kind of the same.
I see everything. Share my knowledge. You on this. Shake it. Oh.
Branch into song.
So yeah, so like 200k damage. So the point is like, yeah, like I just read today's stream description and it says that something about Nefer. Yeah, what's the sad story? Yeah, it's about Nefer. Like, by the way, they nerf Nefer a little bit, just slightly, not so much, but it's still noticeable, you know. Oh, they just decrease her personal damage, but at the same time looks like they increase team DPS, because looks like, I don't know if it's true or not, but looks like she can, for real, 2 golds out of 20. That's crazy, actually. You know, it's super rare. I'll take it definitely. But yeah, will Nefer be nerfed again? Yes, most likely yes. I assume that she will nerf a little bit less. You know why? Because at the moment she is extremely powerful, and that damage, it's not because of Nefer personal damage, it's because of Lauma. If you notice that, guys, I use like level 70, like Nahida, Diona, and Lauma deals ton amount of damage, you know? Yes, it's because of boss mechanic, but again, it's 200k damage. It's actually pretty cool, you know? And also, don't forget the buff. Don't forget about the buff. This buff is crazy. Just insanely crazy. By the way, like, Mirak, you mentioned about kinich, right? Like, she definitely can increase kinich damage as well. Because it's like, I don't know if burning is within that, you know? But you actually can do hyper blow, you know? You definitely can do hyper blow. What a pull for Nahida now? Let's say like that. Instead of Nahida, you can use Kalei. Because Kalei actually can also give you some EM buff. It's not the Nahida can give, but it's also not bad. Let me show you just a second. Kalei can give you elemental mastery buff out of her constellation 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. When 1, 2, 3 or more nearby opponents are affected all by schemes to know, seeds of like elemental mastery will be increased by, say, 160. If I'm not mistaken, it's team wise. So you can actually easily use a Kalei and you will be alright. Oh yeah, constellation 5. So yeah. Just keep that in mind. I mean, like, Kalei is actually a great option. The only problem with Kalei is circle impact. Nahida, when she uses her burst, that burst just create like a huge amount of, like, you see that it's huge, you know, like that circle. It cover all of the Spiral Abyss and Stygian Onslaught like area, you know. So you actually comfortable because within that area your elemental mastery is increased. Just a second. You see that? It was like 9 for 59, now it's like 11.99. So yeah, it's about 150 something. And also that increased Nahida's personal damage a little bit. But yeah, Nahida is good, not gonna lie. I don't think her burst can buff kinich. Which one? No, like, no, like, it depends on what team you use. If you use Hyperbloom team, it's possible. If you use Hyperbloom team, it's possible. Just a second. I want to do Noblesse. Yeah. Oh, my defense. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I, like, yesterday, I was super lucky and I got, like, this space. Now it's my best energy recharge Noblesse in the game, to be honest. So yeah, you see, like, double. It's crazy, actually. I will level it up because getting energy recharge in Noblesse is crazy. Good, at least good energy recharge. I think she can work kinich for Dendro Restaurant. Yeah, she can, definitely. Team like Kinich, Lauma, Dia, Mavuika, and Janssen. Janssen? No, like, come on, like, Janssen is bad. No, you cannot use Janssen. Oh, why? Why you cannot use Janssen? Because actually you can. It's going to be burning team. It's better to use maybe some sort of... Yeah, I will try that team. Just a second, let me copy that. I will try that team next stream. But yeah, keep that in mind, guys. Next stream I will start with Wuthering Waves. It's about, like, maybe around like 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour, something like that. Then we'll switch to Genshin Impact. But I definitely will try this team. Also, I will try to get used to that Lauma, like, huge damage team, you know. I need to do some practice. And yeah, I will show you all of the stuff. But and check, by the way, check that short. That short actually, like, also crazy. It deals so much damage. Okay guys, this is it. I hate using Bennett with kinich. Yes, me too, not gonna lie. That's why kinich is like, you know what's the problem is? I would say the best character for him, maybe it's Toma, if you ask me. But Toma needs some constellations. I mean, without constellation 4, his energy recharge requirement, it's crazy as hell. You know, you need so much energy recharge, just crazy. So I would say, yeah, if you have constellation 6, building Toma is not a bad option. You know why? Because his shields can stack. Each shield lasts for 8 seconds, and this one lasts for 8 seconds as well. The point is, it can stack and you can get 16 seconds shield duration. So, like that. It's actually crazy. If I'm not mistaken, the first character in the game. No, maybe not the first one, but yeah. And also like shield observation, just keep that in mind. He scales on HP, 25% max HP. So you actually, it's easy to build him. You know, not so difficult. He needs only HP and energy recharge. But again, yeah, like using Bennett is actually terrible. Okay guys, so yeah, that's it for today. I will be online on Wednesday with Wuthering Waves. I want to do some like Yuno tests, because Yuno is actually crazy, easy to use, like extremely crazy character. Then I will switch to Genshin and we'll do some tests. Because I hope they will like... if you ask me about Nefer,
Let's work through it together.
I think they will nerf Nefer again. Just because of like, yeah, why not, you know? She is extremely powerful. About the Lauma build, if you want to do some tests, so yeah, you can go 2-piece easily. You see that? Like, yeah, 2-piece Wanderer, 2-piece like Gilded Dreams. If you don't have 2-piece, just give Lauma enough elemental mastery, crit rate, crit damage, and about like 130 energy recharge. You will be alright. And by the way, this stat is okay, you know? And weapon, it's like this one. In Overworld though, actually you can switch to this weapon, you will be alright. Like, keep the same build, but switch to like, yeah. Because like 69 to 135, it's actually okay, you know? Okay, so yeah. See you next. So yeah, I will be like, okay, thanks for joining guys once again, and yeah, feel free to join next time. Bye bye guys, bye bye.
Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden.